Calling the Seday Pettis Amateur Radio Club repeater net, calling the Spark in Pettis County Aries net. This is KD0ETL, Kilo Delta Zero Echo Tango Lima, and I will be your net control station for this evening. My name is Paul, and my QTH is Hughesville, Missouri. The Spark repeater net meets each Sunday evening from approximately 8 p.m. until 8:30 local time on the Seday 147.03 megahertz repeater with a minus offset. Purposes of the net are to gather hams in the area, exchange information of mutual interest, and to promote public service by ham operators. At this time, do we have any emergency traffic for the net? Are there any club announcements for the net? Net Control would like to remind everyone that next Saturday is Field Day, and we look forward to seeing you out there. And if you have any information for me as far as people coming or equipment they're bringing, antennas they want to bring, anything, just give me a buzz or text or email, and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Hopefully we'll have a good day and see how many contacts we make. Hopefully it's great weather. I'll take one more standby for announcements for the net.
W3MEB to the net.
Net Control recognized W3MEB. Go ahead, Doc.
Roger, if you would, for the net, please advise where, when, and how long the field day.
All right, it's Our Savior Lutheran Church. It's just east of the Galaxy Theater, west of town. It's on, I believe it's Mitchell Road, between Broadway and Main Street. We'll start, anybody wants to set up early, I'm fine with that. I'm going to be there 10 or 11. The actual club, or the testing, not testing, the field day doesn't start till actual 1 o'clock. So, but there'll be a little bit of time for setting up things that are that we need to get finished set up, and we'll run till as long as someone's there with the radio and someone wants to stay. So I believe that covered it all. I had to think for a minute when you called me there, Doc. I almost forgot the name of the church, so it finally came to me. Thanks for asking. And hopefully we'll have a good time. Yeah, like I said before, let me know if you're bringing anything, and we'll set up accordingly. Anything more for the net there, Doc? You checking in now, or you can check in a little later? W3MEB, you still there, Doc?
Yeah, Roger, I wasn't going to check into a little bit later, but I'll just go ahead and do it now since we're about that time. Had a wonderful day, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and hope everybody had a real good day. It was nice. Had some help from a friend this morning doing something, and just sitting back and relaxing. Other than that, 73 of the net. W3MEB clear.
W3MEB, 80ETL. Didn't mean to put you on the spot there, Doc. It would have been fine if you can still check in later again, too, if you want to comment on something. Yeah, thanks for checking in. And one other thing, I did see there's a possible storm cell southwest of town. If it gets too close to your area, it's fine to shut down. You can text me or call me, email me, whatever, to check in if for some reason you need to shut down. So, or you can just say break and tell me you're shutting down. So, at this time, I'll take mobiles, portables, short timers, those that are in and out. Space your calls, pause before speaking. Let's try 3 at a time. KD0ETL.
K0UHO, just checking in. How are you tonight, Paul?
This is Kilo Echo Zero, Victor Yankee Uniform, in and out.
K0CYR, Kilo Echo Zero, Charlie Yankee Romeo. This is Bob and today, and I am in and out.
There's my first 3, K0CYR. Good evening, Bob. Thanks for checking in. K0V, Victor Yankee Uniform. Thanks for checking in. And K0UHO. Good evening, Mike. And your comments for this evening. Had a good day.
I had a real good day. Both my kids came home for a little while, and everything went fine. Got the grass cut also. And it's just a nice day.
WA0 SDO repeater.
K0UHO, KD0ETL. Okay, Mike, thanks for checking in, and glad they made it down, and you had a good day, and hopefully they mowed it for you. And we're at the bottom of that 3. Any more mobiles, portables, or short timers?
Yeah, this is KE0WLB, Kilo Echo Zero, Whiskey Lima Bravo, Joe and Sedalia. No traffic, back to net control.
We had a double there. I got you, Joe, KE0WLB, the other station that tried them.
Whiskey Zulu Zero Uniform, John in California, Missouri, in and out.
Sure, and thanks for checking in. Good signal from California. And we'll take another standby for mobiles, portables, or short timers.
Kilo Zero Bravo Mike Charlie, Ben in Warrensburg, no traffic.
KA0 TPX Jerry at Dalton, no comments.
That control recognized K0TPX. Jerry was in and out, and K0BMC Ben was in and out. Thanks for your check-in from Columbia. We'll open up for regular check-ins. Regular check-ins for a Spark repeater net called KD0ETL.
K0TV.
Delta Zero Victor Delta.
Thought there might have been a third there. 80VD, Donald got you, and K0TV, Harry. Your comments for this evening.
Good evening, Paul and Annette. I just before going to bed last night, I heard this loud crashing outside, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Thought maybe some neighbor had gotten angry or something, had slammed a car door or something, because it was kind of that kind of a sound, but I didn't see any activity outside. I got up this morning and found a rather large limb out in the yard, so falling off the tree there just north of the house. So I think that's my tomorrow project, is going to be cutting that up. I couldn't find where it'd come off, but boy, it really made a noise. Tree fall in the forest, I guess. Also, the Today Democrat had a picture of Doc in it, the weekend paper, and had a real good write-up about him, and I saved it for you, Doc. And sometime I'd like to get Doc to explain the APRS symbols for his station. He's got a red diamond D and a black diamond D. I'm not sure what those are. I think it has something to do with D-Star, but only thing I can guess is the black diamond D must be harder to ski. Regarding field day, Paul, we ought to come up with some consistent club reporting, club name, I guess, what we ought to do. People can report their scores if they're not going to be at the field day site. They can have their own stations. And they report their scores like they normally would, and then they would indicate a club, and then all those would get poured into our club name then. And I'm thinking we probably should come up with a consistent name, because SPARK and S.P.A.R.K. Those would be two different names, even though they're the same thing. So don't know what we want to do with that, but if other people are going to be participating and reporting scores and not being at the field day site, we can still report scores for the club. And also, I had a list here. 6-meter repeater. I noticed it's not on any lists anywhere. It's not on the Missouri Repeater Council and not on any online databases. And I'm not sure how long it takes for something like that to show up, or I'm assuming it's a coordinated repeater, but might be something to look into to get it on the list. Might get some more activity on it. I don't really have any more, Paul. Sorry to monopolize the net here. I'll turn it back to you. K0TV.
K0TV, KD0ETL. Hopefully that limb didn't take out your wire antenna or anything. You didn't mention it anyway, so I'm assuming it didn't. I was thinking, I don't know why we couldn't, which would make sure it's all the same, because this is we'll be using WA0SDO as the call sign. I don't know if you have to have a club name or a club call sign. Do you know for sure?
No, I don't. It's just that it looked like we ought to be consistent with it, so it doesn't get treated like two separate clubs or multiple clubs or something like that. We get it all in one pile. But I guess if we're the WA0SDO club, that would work too.
Yeah, I didn't know if it had to be a club or if it could just be the club call sign, whether it just be WA0SDO period or not. So I don't. We can discuss it. I think there's a few days time in there where before I have to have it in, so we can discuss it at the field day Saturday and come up with a consensus and let everybody know that's working from home. All right. Thanks for those comments in there, Harry, and things to think about. And hopefully we'll see you, even if you do work from home, come by anyway. I encourage everybody to come by and visit for a few minutes. KD0ETL will take a standby for a moment.
KD0, KDF.
KD0ETL's back on the air. Any more regular check-ins for the Spark Repeater Net? Call KD0ETL.
W0VK.
KD0, KDF.
The control recognizes KD0, KDF, and W0VK will go to Brett. W0VK, KD0ETL. Perhaps Mr. President has an idea on the consensus on the club name and or call sign.
Good evening, Paul. Good evening, all listening stations. And it's
glad to be back in town. I've been out for the last 8 days in Oklahoma and just came in here, was throwing the bags down and scrambling to get the radio on and get in here. Otherwise, I'd have been in there on the announcements to help out on what's going on there. And Paul, you and I will get together here this week, probably tomorrow or Tuesday, when you get a chance, so we can hammer out finalize what we need to do. I think we need to go ahead and use our call sign, the club call sign. You can use other call signs, however you want to designate it. We also need to designate what our status is going to be as far as stations. We need to get that hammered down, how we're going to operate, and get that stuff sent in there. So I do want to use the club call sign, so that won't change. And then we're going to be getting together to discuss. I definitely want to have some sort of a meal at about 5 o'clock. I want to get with Richard and talk to him a little bit more about it. Sorry guys, like I said, I've just been out of town and haven't gotten that stuff put together. But I want to have a little get together there so we can, have an event, have a social event out of it with our distancing or what have you. But I do want to have a reason to bring your families out there other than just sit down and operate. Definitely want to have a situation where folks will have an opportunity to sit down, observe, and get in the driver's seat. Hopefully the band conditions are good. Hopefully people can have the opportunity to get in there and make some contacts there. But Paul, we got to get together and figure out how we're going to operate as far as the number of stations, and power stuff, and all the criteria that we've done in the past there. So we'll get that hammered down. We'll get that information posted to the website. It will be on there, and it will also be on Facebook. So we'll get that stuff ASAP to you guys. Sorry, running a little behind on it, but we're going to have fun. We're gonna get together. Hopefully the weather cooperates and it's nice out, and certainly looking forward to that. As far as the 6-meter repeater on the repeater book, again, that's on me. I haven't talked to Jacob. I sent him an email a while back. Didn't get through, but I'm gonna try to call him. He's down in St. Louis. He runs all the stations, towers, and sites on repeater book, to get that on there so we can, I agree with Harry, we need to get that out there so we can make sure folks have the opportunity to see the 6-meter station we've got here, machine. So anyway, that's what I got to say on that. I'll turn it back to you, Paul.
0VK, 80ETL. All right, Brett. Yeah, that sounds good. We can iron that all out and come up with a plan there. So, all right, thanks for checking in. Glad you got it back, and go take care of things. Next on the list is KD0KDF. Would you give me your name and call and location, please?
Kilo Delta 0, Kilo Delta Foxtrot. This is Daryl in Butler. I don't have anything for the net. I just heard you on there and figured I'd try and reach you and check in.
Well, Daryl, you got an excellent signal into the repeater, and check in any time. Sounds like maybe the band's up. That might maybe helping too. So anyway, we appreciate you calling in and check in any time. Once again, we're at the bottom of the list. Any more check-ins for the Spark repeater net? Call KD0ETL. KY0P.
0ETL, WE0G.
0VD. Sorry, Don. I forgot you a while ago. And net control recognized W0G and KY0P. President just overwhelmed you there, Donald. Sorry about that. Go ahead with your comments.
Oh, heck, I just think this radio's not working right. I was just thinking that you just forgot me. I was going to stay around for a bit. Yeah, would you mind checking in, Grace? KE0MER. And we'll get out of here real quick. Hey, everybody have a great, safe week. We'll talk to you during the week. Alpha Delta 0 Victor Delta. I'm clear.
AD0VD, KD0ETL. I'm sorry again, Donald. I apologize. Just got way ahead of myself there, and I haven't done this for a few weeks. And tell Grace said hi, and hope she's feeling good. Next we'll go to Dennis, KY0P. Good evening, Dennis, and your comments.
Good evening, Paul and Annette. Hope all the fathers out there had a very happy Father's Day. Our daughter and son-in-law had a barbecue this afternoon, and after that we just kind of played in the pool. It was a little chilly, but not bad at all. So that was my Father's Day, and really enjoyed it. That's about all I got. If I don't talk to you on the net between now and then, everybody be safe, and look forward to seeing everyone at Field Day on Saturday. Back to you, Paul. 73, everybody. KY0P.
KY0P in the net, KD0ETL. All right, Dennis, good deal. And seeing where you got a new barbecue grill, which I'm sure was well deserved. So I like those grills. All right, next we'll go to Keith, W0G. Good evening, Keith, and your comments from Warrensburg Way. WE0G, KD0ETL. Still there, Keith?
Yeah, sorry about that. I am still here. I was going to say I haven't been feeling too good the last couple of days, and that I forgot what day Field Day weekend was, so I was all ready to go this weekend and realized it's not till next weekend, so kind of stuck there. And for Brett, I forgot to mention to him, W0VK, that there are 2 DSP units in the IC910H that he's using, and they're the digital signal processor units that are aftermarket. I say aftermarket, they're ICOM, of course, but anyway, I installed those in that radio, so there are 2, one for the VHF and one for the UHF, so he'll be glad to know that. It's adds some features and functions to the radio, especially with regard to satellite. So anyway, that's all I got, and hopefully I can stay awake for the club, the Warrensburg Club net, and then the Simplex net, I'm hoping anyway. So, Paul, back to you. KD0ETL, WE0G, 73.
WE0G, Internet, KD0ETL. All right, Keith, well, I hope you get to feeling better, and this will give you an extra week or so to get, hopefully you weren't all loaded up yet, but this will give you a little extra week to get ready for next weekend, and we'll try and make one or both of those other 2 nets coming up. Thanks for checking in, 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list. Any more check-ins for the Spark Repeater net? Call now.
WB0LRX.
WB0LRX. Good evening, Jeff. Talked to a friend of yours, I believe it was yesterday on 220 from Independence. He was asking about you. What do you got for us this evening?
I don't have too much. I just wanted to jump in there. Good to hear Keith. Hadn't talked to him in a while. Always good to hear him, and hope everybody had a good Father's Day. I had two Father's Days, sort of. Yesterday was when we actually celebrated it, but I got a big turkey dinner today too, so that's kind of had that was kind of a Father's Day thing too. So nothing else going on. Evening, everybody. WB0 LRX.
WA0 SDO repeater.
WB0 LRX, KD0 ETL. All right, good deal on two Father's Day setups. That's good. The gentleman in Independence was K0VXR, David in Independence. He was asking about you, and I did talk to him on the repeater, so the band was up.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I haven't been on enough, so he's probably wondered if I fell in or something. Thanks, Paul WB0 LRX.
All right, very good. Thanks for checking in. And we'll take another standby for last check-ins for the Spark Repeater Net. Call KD0 ETL. A little bit shorter net tonight. Figured it might be. Thanks to everyone that checked in. We had a total of 17 check-ins, and the net ran for approximately 26 minutes. Everyone have a safe week, and hope to see everyone that can make it to field day next Saturday. 73, this is KD0 ETL, return to repeater back to normal use.